Hello, my beautiful people. How are you? I do believe this looks enticing enough. So let's get into it. We are serving cabbage and beef. And I'm just starting off my beef. I just got it from the fridge. I had cleaned it and stored it, and it's been thawing for a while. And now I've added salt, and I'm going to add garlic, and I'm going to cook it with very minimal liquid, just what is in there. So how are you doing? Have you subscribed? So if you're a lover of cooking, this will really impress you, because it's the kind of simple meals that are really delicious and really creative, perfect to serve for a guest. And so let's let our beef boil together just like that. And once we come back, I've added the garlic. For some reason, I lost some footage in some places, but this is just garlic and the salt and some spices that I'll be adding shortly. And then I will add a lot of white onion that I'm going to let it cook together, just big and nice. And then I'm going to add some sweet pepper, and I will add some herbs just to flavor this. I don't want it to be like a stew. I just want it to be nice and saucy. So what we're doing, my lovely friends, is celebrating the vegetables that nourish us. I want this beef to be just so flavorful with this few spices that I added, a lot of garlic. One thing I love about garlic is that it goes wonderfully with beef. And I added just enough tomatoes and a little water just to keep it saucy, but not overly stewy. So here's our cabbage. I'm going to cut it in steaks. I'm going to cut it across. I wish it was a sharper cabbage, but this is okay because we also don't want very tiny pieces. And I have my spices here ready. This is paprika, salt, and mixed herbs, just as usual, and a little pepper. So I'm going to cut it across, and I'm adding oil on the pan just so that there's enough on the underside and on top for when I'm baking. We will roast this in the oven. So I'm just cutting across like that, and then I will just lay it on the pan and add my spices on both sides where applicable. And of course, this don't give very even pieces. I perhaps need to get an electric knife or something just for work like this. But you can bet on this. It's really delicious when you roast cabbage and just serve it to the savory meat. It could be chicken or pork or beef. It goes really well together. And cabbage is just so flavorful when done right. And so that is what we are chasing, the nice crunchy flavors with that roasted flavors too. So this will be indeed a meal to look forward to. How wonderful and also easy is that? So this is perfect for a chilly evening or otherwise. Of course, I'm coming in with my pork drippings, and I'm going to melt those on top on top of the cabbage, and it's just going to melt and flavor this cabbage even more. As you can see, it's just melting immediately. So this will be so good to you know, continue roasting with the cabbage. And it's almost done now. We're going to give it a bit, about 3 minutes more. And this is just a step that is so worth it. You can also add coconut oil or ghee if you have it. So any kind of fat that you like the flavor will be good. So I'm just adding that, and then I'll let my cabbage continue to cook, and it will be nice and crispy.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I'll have to listen. Because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day, my beginning will...
And guys, it's time to serve. This is beautiful, and I'm so proud of this meal. I hope you do try as well. It smells so good. It's so appetizing. It has us drooling, and I do not know why the hubby went for the small pieces. I was expecting him to go for this big one. Anyway, more for me. So this will just be perfect for me, just like that. It's wide and nice, and it's soft and nicely cooked. You don't even need to blanch this. So in goes my meat, or on goes my meat, and I just want to grab the soft pieces with a nice sauce, some of the peppers and onions. This is delicious, and this is how it looked, served with avocado. And baby, this was worth it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.